Hey there, everyone. It's Jason here with Infinity Property Group at Keller Williams Realty. We work with a lot of first-time home buyers here at Infinity Property Group, and some of the mistakes that my team and I have been seeing that potential home buyers potentially can make. I wanted to go through some of those this morning and kind of talk to you more about it. So one of the first ones is a big one: not getting qualified for a mortgage before you go out and look at properties. So one of the people come to us all the time, and they're so excited about buying a house or a condo, and they just want to get right out there and start looking for them. And we do too. However, what's going to happen when you find that property that you absolutely fall in love with and you say, all right, let's write an offer for this? One of the first things you're going to need is your pre-approval letter and also proof of funds. And so you're going to need it anyways. And what happens if you go out, you find this perfect home, and it's above your price range? So it can be a lot of heartache not to be pre-approved first. You're looking at and a waste of time for you, because you can be looking at properties that unfortunately you just can't afford, or maybe you can afford more than you thought. So it works the other way as well. We also see a lot of people that forget about operational costs. So operational costs are things like buying, heating and cooling the property. If you're up north or back east, oil for the property for heat. Here in California, we get a little better with the heat, but you still need some heat. So gas costs, also maintaining the property. So cleaning out the gutters, sewer systems, could be snow blowers, cutting the lawn, trimming the trees. So things that cost money to maintain it up and keep up the property. Next one is not using a buyer's agent. This is something where sometimes folks will think that they can get a better deal if they go directly and deal directly with the agent that's selling the property. However, and not having any representation at all except for that other agent. Buyer's agents, you want to use them because they only represent your interest as opposed to the real estate agent representing the seller. That person has a fiduciary obligation to the seller to do the very best by them, not necessarily to you. So you always want to have your own representation of a buyer's agent. Simply put, you just want someone looking out for your best interest. Another mistake that we see folks do, and this happens quite often, is they purchase a home and they jump right into a remodel. Literally, not even sometimes even stepping foot into the property before they start a remodel. I would shy away from this. I would at very least live in the property for a few months. Make sure that you can truly afford the property, meaning operational costs and things like that, because then maybe you may have to scale back the upgrades and remodel that you're going to do. We see this quite often as well as folks that buy with their heart and not with their head. They walk into a property, they fall in love with the kitchen, they fall in love with the master bedroom, maybe a pool in the back, exercise room. Purchasing a home is a huge investment of money, time, and blood, sweat, and tears often. And so you want to consider every aspect, but also come with it from a point of view of making a smart move, a smart investment, and not just buying something because it looks pretty and it makes your heart flutter. Hoping to cash in or cash out. So when you buy a property, sometimes there is instant equity in a property. So that can always be nice. Other times, though, there's not, and it can be a long-term investment. So I don't know. If this is a home that you're going to be living in, just buy the home. You'll be happy you did, especially 4, 5, 10 years down the road. Hoping to cash in, I don't know. I don't know. I would advise against that. Making sure that it's a great place to live. I'm not talking just the home. I'm talking about the city or the town itself. You want to make sure that you're in a town that's expanding, not contracting, in a place that you can, that has the shopping and the restaurants and the movie theaters and amenities that you like. With that being said, you want to do due diligence on the neighborhood as well. A lot of people, they focus so much on the neighborhood, make sure that the schools that their kids are going to go to are there. They look up crime stats and they walk through the neighborhood, but they don't truly look at the neighborhood. There could be high power lines, there could be electrical substations, there could be all kinds of other things in that neighborhood that may or may not be unsightly. So you just want to do your due diligence and really dig into the neighborhood, because for most people, this home, National Association of Realtors say that folks move every 6 to 7 years. So quite possibly you could be there for 7 years or longer. Not understanding closing costs is something that folks sometimes can be sidetracked with. You want to make sure that your realtor that's working with you explains closing costs so that you have an idea, a good faith estimate of what these fees are going to be. And closing costs can be things such as title search, could be notaries, could be escrow fees. There's a ton of fees that could be in there. So you just want to make sure you understand them all and don't be surprised by them. And then another thing is, folks, they spend so much money on their property, their closing costs, maybe doing a little bit of remodel, even though we just talked about that. You want to make sure that you have enough money on hand, liquid money, cash, so that when things come up, you can handle them. Such as perhaps a broken pipe, or you go to flush the toilet for the first time and it just runs and runs and needs a plumber. So you want to make sure that you have cash on hand so you can handle these small things that come up. So any questions, folks? I could talk about this for days and days and days. Any questions, let me know. Give me a call. Anything about real estate, anything about life in general. My number directly is 774-696-4293, or you can always email me at jason@kwipg.com. Look forward to hearing all the comments and questions, and talk to you soon.